The IAB certification programs are nearly 4 years old, and in that time, we've seen unbelievable growth. Over 8,500 people have applied for the professional certification programs.
A number of my colleagues were actually envious of getting the certification because our company had offered it, and they had seen more and more of an effort in digital becoming a much bigger focus in everybody's skill set. It's becoming more and more of an effort to make sure that as media habits change, that everybody has to understand the platforms and the technology that our ads are being delivered on, and that's really the heart and soul of what digital advertising is.
I've seen that over time people trust me more and they value my opinion more, and when I make them campaign recommendations or optimization recommendations, they trust me and they're like, okay, you know your stuff.
Many organizations actually use the certification program as a reason to provide training to level set their organization and team.
Today, there's so many possible different solutions that you can recommend to an advertising client. We need to have the best trained, best prepared, most intelligent sales force when it comes to digital media sales. And that's what the IAB certification program does for Cox Media Group.
Within this specific certification, I was in the beta pilot program, and I think it gives me the ability to be more knowledgeable and client-facing as I am on the data side. I don't just necessarily work with integrations on the back end, but also on the front end, and people do see my certification badge and they're excited about it.
The global market is increasingly important to us. We right now have certificates in more than 47 countries around the world. We offer a variety of certification programs. So far, we've certified more than 5,000 professionals in digital sales, ad operations, and data management. Our certification programs have been designed to meet the absolute highest standards, and in fact, we've received the highest award possible from ANSI, the American National Standards Institute.
A constant question that comes up around the certification program is whether or not media buyers are asking for this. They've been asking, of course, whether or not their digital media sales person is certified. They actually understand the difference between someone who has the information and doesn't, and they want to participate too.
We review the questions and update the questions every 6 months. Our exam is developed under the strictest guidelines to make sure that we use subject matter experts who are objective and who reflect the very, very latest in knowledge and skills in their particular subject areas.
The experience for helping develop the job task analysis for the certification was frankly fantastic. It brought together about a dozen people from different parts of the industry that had sort of a different perspective on data. It was really fascinating to see the different perspectives and see how they would work together to actually bring about like one sort of understanding of digital data.
Applying for a certification exam is a very straightforward process. First of all, you need to be eligible to sit for the exam. Eligibility requirements can be found on our website. The most common eligibility requirement is 2 years of experience in your particular functional area. Once we've received your application and approved it, we send you information that lets you then schedule the exam. Each exam is offered on a quarterly basis. Every 3 months, you're able to take the exam in person, but you're able to apply for the exam any day of the calendar.
Studying for it, like anybody who hasn't taken an exam in a while, was a bit daunting, not knowing what you were going in for. But once you actually took the exam, I think knowing that a lot of it was part of what I do on a day-to-day basis of my job, and that it's really about validating the things I may know, helping me learn about things that maybe I knew incorrectly, and challenging me to learn other stuff that may be similar to what digital sales is about, but not required in my exact day-to-day job, but something I should be aware of because it is something my advertisers are using.
At AOL, AdOps certification is semi-mandatory. Anyone who's been in a company working in AdOps role for 2 years or more has to go through it. It adds credibility to us and just makes us stronger team members.
We work with Pearson VUE, an internationally recognized testing company, as our testing administrator. People can take the test at a Pearson company in practically every city in the world.
One benefit of preparing for the exam was that it really helped improve my understanding of my own role, sort of learn the things I didn't know.
A great indicator of the success of the certification program is that we're seeing more and more companies in their job postings listing IAB certification preferred.
I feel that the IAB AddUp certification, that it provides a certain level of validity and it provides a certain level of confidence.
I am an expert in what I do, and I'm able to help them with their clients, and when they do take me on meetings, I can help them solve a problem.
There's a great sense of pride when one achieves their certification through the IAB. We're seeing it in hundreds of our sellers already, and we've got more on the horizon. It's a great illustration of their own personal commitment to developing themselves, to becoming a better salesperson.
To learn more about our certification programs, go to iab.com/certification.